Flavor is great, but it's a little hard to eat.
Our producer Adina was talking about how she uses beer in all her braised dishes.
My dad actually uses a lot of beer in a lot of his cooking. He puts in like hot pot stuff. Beer
That's
steak.
a little bit spicy, but I need to get more meat. I'm not gonna lie, these pieces are pretty hard to eat, like, because there's a lot of little bones.
How you living, man?
It's kicking.
That got you? I'm chilling with this one.
Cause you eating it with the rice.
I'm eating this straight.
Oh,
This is a 2 out of 3. Good level of hot right here.
What you see right now in New York, guys, is you see a lot of people that are from restaurant families in China trying to do some like sort of hipsterization or elevation of their local cuisine. We had the modernized version of Hunan food before we had the full traditional. This is a 3 out of 3 coming up right here.
Yo, I
level
can-
3.
Guys, I can smell the seeds on this thing. This is smoked beef. Oh my gosh. Bro, it just smells like you just cracked open a chili.
This is 拉牛肉跟炒青辣椒. That's smoked beef with clear stir-fried peppers.
You ready? Oh, Nelson going conservative with the bite. Real conservative.
1、2、3. Oh!
Yeah, I feel like it's a creeper.
Hit my throat.
You can see the steams and the flames coming out of my head. My dad would love this place.
Oh my god. Ah! My nose is wet.
Very.
Since everybody's in a vulnerable state due to the usage of peppers, give me your craziest NBA hot take within the next 5 seconds. Now, go.
LeBron plays zero defense.
Okay. Jeremy's gonna help the Toronto Raptors win the Eastern Conference.
Tyrese, loser.
You're just doing that to cool down.
Kyrie's leaving.
Woo!
Kyrie's leaving.
I'm crying.
And the Celtics would be better off re-signing Terry Rozier for a
everybody
lesser
else.
amount anyway. Ah! Would you say that that's the closest you can get to a drug-induced experience?
I would say if you added peppercorn to that, the numbing sensation is pretty crazy.
That's why they do that show Hot Ones, because people, when they're under the influence of the hotness, they give different answers.
Yeah. I love and kind of am weirded out by the name of this dish. It's called ants on a tree. Mai Shangshu.
Really, really good. I would say,
I'm a big fan
if you're
of this dish.
familiar with you like Korean japchae,
Yeah. It's a similar noodle. Glass noodle.
Chinese
Right.
lesson, mai is ant, shangshu, that means going up the tree.
Guys, there is a Chinese meme video where this guy's cooking this dish that's hella funny. That's the one we watched.
We watched. Well, he
Yeah.
chops it with his hand.
Da
Pai
pai
gu.
gu. Big pork rib. Oh my god, you serious, bro? You see how
I like them. These are the more fat.
that was one of the best pork ribs I had. For real, you want to see ants on a tree? On a log? Then you got to see the ants on a log.
The customizer.
Listen, guys,
It's such a big country and it's so diverse and there's so many people. True democracy is not gonna work. Guys, our last hot dish is ending off on something that not everybody likes to eat. Pig's feet?
Or in better terms, pork knuckle.
I would never order a whole dish like this.
we have our producer Adina.
Your parents are not only from Hunan, but you also speak the Hunan dialect.
I do.
What is this in Changsha?
This is 猪脚 in Mandarin, right? But in Changsha it's 猪脚.
We'll do the Mandarin Cantonese
yeah.
Changsha thing.
你我该要插咁多辣椒.
Why do you eat so much spicy food?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understood that. Wow.
你點解食咁多辣嘢？
你为什么要吃这么多辣椒？
Yeah.
You ate this dish growing up?
Yeah, yeah.
Pig's feet.
I remember it.
That's really tender.
Yeah.
I will say this, if you do not like pig's feet, try this dish though. It's very saucy, lots of flavor.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I always used to struggle with pig's feet because if you use your hands to eat it, they get super sticky.
Oh yeah, I mean like
you can tell.
Yo.
And it like, sits in the paper like that.
Coated in fat.
the collagen,
Actually,
yeah.
mainly collagen, which is really good for your skin.
That is, oh my gosh. I will say this, of all the pig feet dishes, this is definitely up there.
Cool thing about pig's feet, they break down the bone marrow
gooey.
because they braise it for a really long time, and so you can like just scoop out the bone marrow.
Sichuan, in the last 5 years, has been touted and is known as like the culinary center of spicy food in China.
Yes.
What do you think? Sichuan versus Hunan?
My biggest qualm is that Hunan food is by far much spicier.
It's hotter.
Oh! Due to the usage of just fresh chilies versus peppercorn.
Yeah,
I might prefer Hunan food.
there it is.
I agree. I don't like the numbingness of the Sichuan food.
I will agree, Hunan got some kick.
Super underrated.
Yeah,
though.
super underrated. I think Hunan food shares so many culinary techniques with Cantonese food. Sichuan food is more different. It's still, the verdict's out.
Being contrarian.
Jury's still out for me. You know what it is? I'll say this. I got a new appreciation for Hunan food.
Now go down the list. What's your favorite?
I like the cauliflower, Peppa Pig, ants on a tree was pretty good too.
I really like that eggplant, 1,000-year-old egg, pesto
Eggplant
mortar.
mash.
I love the usage of the garlic and the chives.
The duck was crazy, and that had wild mushrooms in it. And then I'm a real big fan of the da pai.
I would put pig's feet up there.
You know what flavor we did not have today? There's no
Yes.
sweet.
We don't use sugar in our savory dishes. This is tangyan.
Wow, I taste a lot of the wine.
I actually really like this. You guys notice there's egg in this tangyan though?
Yeah.
It's good.
Chinese food, much like American food, if you look at America, it's a country with a lot of land, a lot of different types of people, and a lot of different regions. You look at Tex-Mex cuisine, and then you look at like North Atlantic cuisine like Boston, you know, with all the chowders and the lobsters. Seattle cuisine with all the salmon.
Sometimes I would argue that like provincial Chinese food is almost like the difference between like different countries, like French
Yeah.
versus Spanish food.
It is more different than America because in America you can find a little bit of almost everything.
What do you want to say to all the Hunan kids out there?
So when I was talking to the owner of this spot, he was telling me that like basically his clientele is just international kids. Like he doesn't really get like older Hunan people and he doesn't really get like ABCs. I feel like that's a shame. We can definitely focus on cultivating the Hunan presence a little more strongly in America, not just like a Chinese presence.
You know, a lot of people, if they're not proactive, they only know their parents' food, you know, anything at a boba shop, anything at a Hong Kong cafe, their parents' province.
People are gonna know, like ABCs will know Korean or Japanese or Vietnamese food or Thai food better than they know another province of China's food.
For sure.
I just encourage people who like to explore other cultures' foods to also explore other provinces' foods, you know, especially if you're Chinese, obviously, you know, that's kind of who I'm referring to.
And even if you're not Chinese, try it.
What's one other province we should try?
I would say something out west, man.
Xinjiang?
You know,
Xinjiang is pretty west.
we do have something lined up for you.
All right.
That's it.
David.
I would say that one thing that I do want to cover is Fujianese.
Trying to try Hangzhou food.
Guangxi food.
Thank you so much for watching that episode of Hot Pot Boys.
Woo!
Shout out to Adina, shout out to Sean Cuisine.
Shout out to everybody in Hunan. You know, Hunan does look like the word human. One line of a letter away.
Let us know anything else that you guys know or think about Hunan cuisine in the comment section below. Make sure you let us know some other provincial, inter-Chinese things. But don't worry guys, if you guys are not Chinese, that does not mean we are done trying non-Chinese things.
This is the Chinese series where we go and explore Chinese food like you've never seen.
Can you take us out in Changsha Hua?
大家再见.
大家再见.
Peace. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for watching that video. Basically, we are gonna be releasing a lot more content that we always wanted to give you guys. We never really had a good way of doing it, and that's why we want to tell you guys that we are starting YouTube memberships.
So basically, if you subscribe to the membership channel, you are gonna get tons of exclusive content. You're gonna get exclusive photos, exclusive videos. We're gonna be doing NBA talks, comments on comments. You're gonna be getting merch discounts.
Basically, you can just click the join button right there. It is only $4.99 per month, and it's gonna go all on our community tab right here. So it's exclusive content that you're only gonna see if you're a member. But I think you might really like it.
Yeah, we're gonna be delving deep into a lot of topics, and we got some thoughts, man.
Yeah.
Deep thoughts.
So it's starting on January 30th. So go ahead, please sign up today and check it out. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching that video. Until next time, we out. Peace.